What's up guys, Benny here and welcome to my top 10 best loadouts for Rebirth Reinforced, which has just landed into Call of Duty Warzone. Also, if you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and also if you want loads more Rebirth content, go subscribe to my second channel. There is a link down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into the top 10 loadouts. The brand new SMG, the Armaguerra 43, very high fire rate SMG, and it's pretty damn fun if I'm being completely honest. For this, you want the recoil booster to increase that fire rate. You've then got the body 315mm barrel, which goes damage, increases the damage of the gun and also less damage fall off at range, so you can pick some kills up at further distance. The recoil is negligible because it's a laser beam from what I've used of it so far. The slate reflector, the Amaretto SA folding stock. You've then got steady for fast ADS. The perks are actually a really poor choice and setup for this. I think it's the biggest disappointment with the new SMG. Vital is something you definitely don't want to do because of that extra recoil. Panic's meh. It was kind of between using steady or sleight of hand, if I'm being completely honest. Hardscope's an argument, but you're not really going to ADS. You could potentially make a really good long range build, similar to like how we used to use the Milano. But that's that. I've then got quick fabric grip, the 9mm 60 round mag, so you can take on multiple people, because remember, this new gun is like a hybrid between a Mac 10 and an MP7. Very high fire rate, so you're going to go through rounds quickly, so you want that bigger mag. Since the nerf to hollow point rounds, dropping that damage range to 20%, I've started using frangible. It means that you can like kind of slow your opponents. It's actually quite helpful in picking up kills if they're trying to get away from you on Rebirth. And then we've got the Mark 6 skeletal stock. Paired with that, we've got the Kar98K. Hands down the best sniper for Rebirth in my opinion. It's got incredible aim assist to get those quick, easy headshots. You've got monolithic suppressor, single custom 27.6 barrel, tac laser, sniper scope, and the SD Volk precision comb. Just remember, whenever you're using this, make sure you choose the best reticle for you, whatever that may be. Sadly, I don't have the critical one unlocked. That's what I would use. Otherwise, I just use cross thread. Then double time overkill, amped, throwing knife, and stims. Pretty much use the same perks, tacticals, and lethals for all my classes in Rebirth. So keep that in mind. There's only a couple that I don't. Next, we've got a SMG AR combo. The Owen Gun with the huge nerf to the well gun is now probably one of the dominant SMGs within Rebirth. You can combine it into multiple classes. Like you could change it out for the Guerrera from the last round. But recoil booster, shrouded barrel, NIDA model 47, remove stock, fleet, quick, stippled grip tape, the 72 Gorenko mag, and then I run subsonic. One of the reasons I run subsonic is just to stay off the radar. It doesn't have a unmarked, allows you to run that recoil booster and stay off radar. Really, really helpful actually. And then the Mark 6 skeletal stock. And that's an argument actually, if you wanted on the last, you want to stay off radar all the time, use subsonic, as hollow point rounds now actually really do hurt you, to be perfectly honest. Then got the Automaton. High fire rate assault rifle, very, very good for Rebirth. Mercury silencer, ZAC 600mm BFA stock. Barrel, sorry. The G16 2.5 times optic. ZAC skeletal stock. Tight grip. On hand, which if you didn't know or you didn't hear already, does increase your ADS speed. So you're actually going to snap into your ADS a little bit faster. Very, very important on Rebirth Island. Polymer grip, 75 round drum, lengthened, and then the M1941 hand stop. And you may have seen the Volk got buffed, right? And I'm very excited about this because I've loved the Volk, but it always used to have this horrible recoil kicking to the right, which made it an absolute nightmare to use. This setup is unbelievable. Mercury silencer, VDD 287mm barrel, slate reflector, the Krosnik S12V PS, because remember, we've got Gun Ho, most overpowered perk in the game on Rebirth, because it completely eliminates that sprint to fire time, and just means people aren't going to catch you out. As soon as someone appears on your screen, you can just snap onto them, not have to worry about that sprint to fire. You're not going to get caught out running around a corner. Really, really helpful. And that's why you go for the Krosnik rather than the SA converted, right? This best stock to use. On hand for faster ADS again. Rubber grip to help you the recoil a little bit. 40 round mag. Sadly, it's the best one for the 7.62. Could be a bit of a large mag size, but you have to work with it. Then I'm using frangible and then the Mark 6 skeletal underbarrel. I pair that with a Swiss if you don't want to use the Kar98K. This has definitely got a higher skill curve and is what I'd use if I'm using mouse and keyboard especially. Grew Suppressor, 24.9-inch combat recon, SWAT 5MW laser, bruiser grip, and the Serpent wrap. Our next class setup is a tempered setup if you just want to run a single assault rifle, and we've got the Cooper Carbine with that. Still one of the best all-round assault rifles out of the Vanguard weapons. Mercury Silencer, 22-inch Cooper Custom, G16 2.5, 45 RS stock, tight grip, on hand. You're going to see a lot more people using on hand now because of that kind of, for some reason, increasing your ADS speed. Fabric grip, 60 round drum, lengthened, and then the M3 ready grip. I've also been using a website called sim.gg, which kind of has data mined all of the stats for all of these guns to be exact to kind of build out the ultimate, like, optimum class setups. So, like, statistically, this is kind of going to be the best operational Cooper Carbine for you in Warzone and Rebirth Islands. Next, I've got that with a Diamatti, hands down the most broken pistol in the game, agency suppressor, 7.2-inch task force barrel, microflex LED, salvo 30-round fast mag, and then the Serpent wrap. And then this is tempered, so I run double time, tempered, and then combat scout because I'm using a pistol. I don't need to be worried about kind of like the time between switching between weapons. Also, something cool with this setup is if you're using the new trade-in sensors in the game, this will actually allow you to like pick a legendary gun up and then trade it in, and you can throw off your pistol. It's not too big of a deal. Next, we've got the Type 100, which also received a buff in the latest update. You've got recoil booster there. You've got the rapid barrel, which is what received the buff. You've got a state reflector, the grip folding stock, gun ho, most overpowered perk in the game. I don't have to say this. It just makes so many guns so much better. Quick leather grip, the 48-round Kurz mag, frangible, and remember you can swap that out for subsonic so you stay off radar. And then we've got the Mark 6 skeletal stock as well. Next, with that, I don't use a Bren. You could use a Bren if you want to. That's the Bren I use. But once again, I pair all my SMGs with a sniper. It just means that you can take out people out who are coming in the sky, trying to regain. To be honest, one of the most advantageous weapons in the game on Rebirth. If you didn't know, you can't take someone out of the sky because of spawn protection. Hit them with a headshot with a sniper, they go straight down. Next, we've got the Vargo. Received a nerf, but it's still unbelievably powerful in the game and has actually kind of been rewarded from a skill perspective because your neck damage modifier has actually been increased. That you want to run with suppressor, 18.6-inch task force barrel, axial arms 3 times, Spetsnaz grip, and the 60-round mag. And once again, Kar98K. Similar situation here. We've got the Swiss K31 right there for you with the OTS 9, an all-round classic, Grew Suppressor, 8.1-inch task force, 40-round fast mag, Serpent wrap, and the KGB skeletal stock. EOD is not really something I use that much anymore. I tend to use double time. Not that many people are running explosives unless Tim the Tapman creates another wave of people running RPGs, which hopefully he kind of puts into the ground. Otherwise, throw EOD in. Otherwise, you want to be using double time. Next, we've got something I found recently and is unbelievable. You might have seen the video on the second channel with it, but Merc AS44 with the heroic blueprint, by the way, which is like reactive and like also has a Mastercraft variant. But Mercury Silencer, Empress Falcon A barrel, State Reflector, ZAC 12A stock, gun ho. It's surprising, isn't it, that so many of these guns have a like anything with gun ho on just suddenly becomes meta on Rebirth Island. On hand, rubber grip, 50-round mag for the 7.62 Gorenko 50-round mag, frangibled, and then the M1941 hand stop, and that's with the Kar98. And perks are all wrong here, but that's amped when you've got a sniper rifle. Then I put a throwing knife on there, and then we've got the heartbeat if you want it, but I always tend to run stims. We've then got the Cold War AK47, one of the best assault rifles from the past, and is a great all-rounder, so you can run tempered with it. Suppressor, Spetsnaz RPK barrel, axial arms 3 times, Spetsnaz grip, and the 45-round mag. Then we've got the Diamatti right there once again, double time tempered and combat scout. And then our final class is with the brand new MP40. We used to describe this as a hybrid between a well gun and like the MP40 had a baby and kind of made it into a different type of well gun. Well gun got nerfed. This is now one of the new best SMGs in the game. Recoil booster, 189mm short barrel, Krosnik ISO 2M optic, remove stock, brace, quick, stipple grip tape, the 45-round Gorenko mag, We don't use hollow point anymore. I put on subsonic, so I stay off radar. And then the M1941 hand stop. And then that is paired with the Kar98K. But those are my top 10 loadouts for Rebirth Island. Make sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And go check out the second channel right now. There is the link in the description. Hope this helped you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.